Okay, so for these next two graphs, we're going to do three things. We're going to talk about the end behavior. We're going to determine if they're odd or even degree and state the number of real zeros. So let's start for each one just talking about the end behavior. So here on this one, for my end behavior, remember I like to look at the left side first. On the left side, your x's are negative. So I'm going to write as x approaches negative infinity, f of x approaches. And then if you look at that left end, it's going up. So that means since it's going up, it's going towards positive infinity. Now we're going to talk about the right side. Remember on your right side, x is always positive. So you would say as x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches. And here on the right side, it's also going up. So that means your f of x is going towards positive infinity. Question B wanted us to talk about whether it was odd or even degree. So since both of these ends are opening in the same direction, remember same is going to mean it's even. So since they're going in the same direction, it's an even degree function. And that last question is asking us to state the number of real zeros. Remember your zeros are your x-intercepts. That's something that we talked about a lot, especially when we're doing quadratic functions. So if you look at this graph, we're just going to count how many x-intercepts we see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one has 4 x-intercepts or 4 real zeros. Let's go ahead and look at the next problem. So if you look at your next problem, we're going to start with our end behavior. Remember, I like to start on the left. So on the left, your x's are negative. So as x approaches negative infinity, f of x approaches. And here we look at what the graph's doing on the left. Here it's going up, so it's going towards positive infinity. Now I'm going to look at my right side. On the right, x is always positive. So I would say as x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches. So if I look at that right endpoint now, this endpoint's going down. If it's going down, that means it's approaching negative infinity. Question B wanted us to say if it's odd or even. Since the ends are opening in opposite directions, remember opposite means odd. So this is an odd degree function. And then the last question wants the number of real zeros. Remember, zeros are your x-intercepts. So if we count, it has 1, 2, 3 x-intercepts. So there are 3 real zeros.